So if we are talking about the graphical representation, because this is all about the graphical representation as we are plotting the two equations together. So whenever we are talking about the graphical representation of the pair of linear equation in two variable, then the two straight line must have three nature. What does it mean? Let us suppose if I'm talking about plotting the two equation together on the graph, then they would actually comes out to be parallel. Either they can be parallel to each other, or either they can be of the form of intersecting in nature. As you can see over here, the two straight lines can be parallel to each other. If we are talking about the graphical representation, then either they can be parallel to each other, either they can be intersecting to each other, or the last concept or the last nature we can say that they must be coincident in nature, means lying on each other, means coincident in nature. So this is the graphical representation of the two lines if we'll plot them together on the Cartesian plane. So either they can come out as being parallel to each other, either they can be intersecting to each other, or either they can be coincident with each other. So always remember, whenever we are plotting the two straight line together on the Cartesian plane, then either they can have a nature as being parallel to each other, either they can intersect each other, either they are coincident, means lying on each other. So these are the three nature that two lines can show when we plot them on the Cartesian plane or on the XY plane. So let's just further talk about this particular graphical representation more. As if, let us suppose I am taking an example. We have x minus 2y is equal to 0. We have 3x plus 4y is equal to 20. So let us suppose if I just wanted to plot these two straight lines on the xy plane, or let us suppose if I just wanted to show the graphical representation of both of these pair of linear equation, then first of all I have to find the solution of each and every one. So let us suppose if I am taking the equation number, the first equation as nothing but equation number 1. So let us suppose if I am taking this as equation number 1. Let us suppose if I am taking this as nothing but equation number 2. Let us suppose if I am taking this as 1. Let us suppose if I am taking this as 2. So first of all, if I am talking about the equation number 1, so we can say from equation number 1, I can write this equation as x minus 2y is equal to 0. Further, I can write this equation as nothing but x is equal to 2y, as I have transposed 2y from the LHS towards the RHS. Now, I just wanted to express this equation y in terms of x. I just wanted to convert this equation in such a way that y can be expressed in terms of x. So let us suppose if I am writing it as 2y is equal to x, because we do know that LHS is equal to the RHS. Moreover, RHS is also equal to the LHS. So we can write this expression in this particular form. So at the end, what we are getting as y is nothing but x by 2. Y is nothing but x by 2. So the equation number 1 can be expressed in terms of y is equal to x by 2. Similarly, from the equation number 2, what we can say about the equation number 2, as we have the equation as 3x plus 4y which is equal to 20. So let us suppose I just wanted to express it in terms of y in terms of x again. So I'm transposing 3x towards the other side. So it would be of the form 4y which is equal to 20 minus of 3x. Further, I'm transposing 4 towards the other side. So y can be expressed as 20 minus 3x divided by 4. So this is nothing but the required equation. Let us suppose I'm calling this as 3, I'm calling this as 4. Now we just wanted to find out the solution for the equation number 3rd and for the equation number 4th. So let us suppose if I am first talking about the equation number 3rd solution. So if we are talking about x minus 2y is equal to 0, I'm just taking these two coordinates. for x being 0, let's just substitute x as 0. You will get the answer as y is equal to 0 by 2, which is again 0. So for x 0, y is 0. So the very first coordinate that I am getting, or the very first solution that I am getting for x minus 2y is equal to 0 is actually nothing but 0, 0. Furthermore, if I'll take x as 2, in this equation, so obviously y is equal to 2 by 2 is coming out to be equal to 1. It means for x being 2, y is coming out to be equal to 1. Hence, the second solution for this linear equation in two variable is nothing but 2, 1. So the two solutions that I am getting for these equation, or for this equation only, is nothing but 0, 0 and 2, 1. So these are the two coordinates that would help me to plot the graph of this linear equation in two variable. Now let's just move on further towards the fourth equation. So if I am talking about the solution for this, so this is nothing but the three coordinates that I have find out over here. So for x being 0, let us suppose I am taking x as nothing but 0. So for x 0, I am getting the value as nothing but 20 minus 0 by 4, that is 20 by 4, and this is nothing but 5. So it means for x being 0, I am getting y as 5, obviously. Now let's just move on further towards x as 4. Let us suppose I am substituting x as 4 over here. So let us suppose if I'll do this, if x is 4, so let's just substitute x as 4 in this equation. We get y as 20 minus 3 into 4 divided by 4. So it is nothing but 20 minus of 12 by 4. This would be nothing but 8 by 4. And at the end, what we are getting? Y as nothing but 2. So for x being 4, we are getting y as 2. So for x being 4, y is 2. Now let's just talk about x being 20 by 3. Or instead of taking x as 20 by 3, you can also take y as 0. Always remember, in order to plot the graph, it is convenient if we'll either take first of all x as 0 and then we'll take y as 0, because then we will get the two coordinates in such a way that one would lie on the x-axis and the other one would lie on the y-axis. So it would be easy for us to plot the graph of any particular linear equation. So always remember, whenever we just wanted to plot the graph of the linear equation in two variable, it would be convenient if we would take first of all the x coordinate as 0, and the second would be like, we'll take the y coordinate as 0. So let us suppose if we are talking about y being 0 over here, if y would be 0, then this equation can be converted as, let us suppose I'm substituting y as 0 over here. If y is 0, we will get 20 minus of 3x divided by 4. When 4 will go over there, the answer would be of the form 20 minus of 3x, which is equal to 0. Now let's just find out the value of the x. It would be of the form 20 is equal to 3x. Furthermore, if we just wanted to find out the value of x, it would be 20 by 3. Hence, it means that for y being 0, we are getting x as 20 by 3. So hence, the third coordinate would be of the form, for y being 0, I am taking x as 20 by 3. You can take any value, whatever you want. I've just taken these three values. First of all, I just wanted x to be 0. Then second, I just wanted y to be 0. And I have taken another value as x being 4, y as nothing but 2. Now, this is all about the solution of the individual equations. That is the equation number 1 and the equation number 2. Now, let's just plot these two equations together on the xy plane to see their nature. So as we have already seen the solution for the two equations, x minus 2y is equal to 0 and 3x plus 4y is equal to 20 as these. So let us suppose if we are plotting the graph of these two equations on a single xy plane. So let us suppose I am taking this xy plane and let's just plot the points. First of all, we have a 0, 0 coordinate. Let us suppose I am taking it as a. First of all, I am plotting x minus 2y is equal to 0. So for x minus 2y is equal to 0, the very first coordinate is 0, 0. So let us suppose I am taking it as a 0, 0, and the further is 2, 1, 2, 1. 2 for the x is 2, we are getting y as 1. So the point is nothing but of the form b 2, 1. So let's just join both of these lines all together. We are getting this straight line, and the equation for the straight line is x minus 2y is equal to 0. Now let's just move on further towards the graph of 3x plus 4y is equal to 20. So the very first coordinate coordinate of 3x plus 4y is equal to 20 is nothing but 0, 5. Then is 4, 2. Then is 20 by 3, 0. Now let's just plot these points together. First of all, we have P as 0, 5. So I have taken 0, 5 as nothing but a P coordinate, and further we have the coordinate as 4, 2. So 4, 2 is nothing but representing this Q point. This Q is nothing but 4, 2. Now further we have 20 by 3, 0. So 20 by 3, 0 can be plotted in over here. So let us suppose if I am just not plotting that 20 by 3, 0, you can also plot 20 by 3, 0, as this would be nothing but 6 point something. So let us suppose if this is representing this point, let us suppose if this point is representing 20 by 3, 0, and I have joined these 3 points all together. If we are joining these 3 points all together, then we are getting the 2 lines that are actually intersecting at this particular point. So what is the nature? So what is the nature of these 2 lines? That they both are intersecting. As you can see, both are intersecting at this particular point, that is nothing but Q is equal to 4, 2. This is nothing but the nature of these 2 lines, as they both are intersecting each other on the same xy plane at the point that is Q, 4, 2. So this is the graphical representation of the pair of linear equation.